Have you ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth steadily, while others earn good money but still struggle financially? What if the difference isn't how much they make, but how well they understand money? Before we dive in, I'd like to hear from you. What's one thing about money you wish you had learned earlier? Share it in the comments. Your answer might help someone else, and it also tells me what topics you'd like to see more of on this channel. The truth is, most people spend years working for money, without ever learning how money actually works. We're taught how to earn. We're taught how to spend. But we're rarely taught how to build wealth. And that's exactly what this video is about, understanding the rules that wealthy people tend to follow, and how those same principles can help you take control of your financial future. Quick note before we continue. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not claiming to be a personal finance expert. I dedicate time to reading and researching personal finance and investing, and I share what I learn along the way, along with insights from real-life experience over time. The goal of this channel is simply to make money concepts easier to understand and more practical to apply. Because once you understand how money really works, you start making different decisions. And over time, those decisions can change everything. So let's start with the first rule. The first rule: money flows to structure, not effort. Work hard and you'll succeed. We've all heard this, right? From teachers, parents, mentors, maybe even from ourselves. It's a comforting idea. It makes the world feel fair and predictable. But as you get older, observe more closely, and truly experience the real world, you begin to notice something fundamental: money doesn't care how hard you work. It flows to value. It moves toward those who solve problems, reduce friction, or make life better, not necessarily those who work the longest hours or try the hardest. We've been sold the idea that trading time for money is the most honorable, and even the only, way to earn a living. Clock in, work hard, repeat. And if you're not earning enough, well, just work more hours. But people don't pay you because you worked hard. They pay you because you made something easier for them, solved a problem, or delivered an experience they value. It could be a meal that saves them time, an app that organizes their chaotic day, a product that makes them feel confident, or a course that teaches a new skill in half the time. That's what money chases: convenience, efficiency, emotion, and results. Here's a powerful reframing: money is stored energy. People use it to transfer their own energy, time, resources, attention, to something or someone that helps them in return. So the question becomes, how much energy are you moving? How many lives are you improving? If you're simply showing up, clocking in, and going through the motions, your energy transfer is limited. But if you build something useful, beautiful, or deeply needed, something that helps even 5 or 50 people, your energy multiplies. And money flows naturally. A strong income gives you options, but it doesn't automatically build wealth. Many six-figure professionals here in the United States still feel stuck, often because income alone isn't enough. For true wealth builders, financial growth comes from strategy, structure, and how you manage your money. The key isn't how much you earn, it's how effectively you turn that income into assets and opportunities. Earning a good income opens doors, but financial freedom comes from what you do after payday. Building wealth means setting clear financial goals, both short-term and long-term, creating a savings and investment system that runs automatically, and making sure every dollar has a purpose: working, growing, or accumulating. A smart financial plan creates momentum, helping your money build wealth even when you're not actively thinking about it. Your income funds your lifestyle, but your investments build your future. Smart investing ensures your money is always working for you, even when you're not. Consider diversifying across stocks, real estate, and retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA. Think about making regular contributions to take advantage of market fluctuations and the exponential returns of compound growth. And don't forget tax-efficient structures to maximize your after-tax gains. You don't need to time the market, you just need time in the market. The earlier and more consistently you invest, the greater your long-term wealth potential. The second rule, the gap between income and expenses creates wealth. That beautiful gap between income and expenses, it's a powerful thing. I know most people aren't as enthusiastic about personal finance as I am, but this gap is so powerful it should be exciting for everyone. So what do I mean by the gap between income and expenses? It's simply the amount of money you earn minus the amount you spend. You can calculate this weekly, monthly, or annually, whatever makes the most sense for you. When it comes to building wealth, most advice is wrapped in complexity. You'll hear about sophisticated investment vehicles, market trends, or the latest shortcut to financial freedom. But when you strip everything down, wealth creation really comes down to just two levers: spend less or earn more. That's it. Everything else is simply a strategy nested under one of these fundamentals. The challenge for most people isn't knowing this truth, it's applying it with clarity and discipline. On the spending less side, the goal is to keep more of what you already earn. Spending less doesn't mean living in scarcity or depriving yourself of joy. It means recognizing the difference between value and waste. Often, money disappears into lifestyle upgrades, unconscious habits, or purchases that add no long-term benefit. When you cut intentionally, you're not restricting your life, you're reallocating resources to your future. Every dollar you stop wasting becomes a dollar you can save, invest, or reinvest. Practical ways to apply this: audit your expenses regularly and identify what no longer serves you. Subscriptions, nice-to-have, upgrades, or impulse purchases often add up faster than you think. Simplify your financial decisions: fewer accounts, fewer cards, and fewer leaks make it easier to see where your money is going. And focus on quality over excess. Spending on things that last or genuinely enrich your life reduces the cycle of repeated buying. The goal isn't frugality for its own sake, it's financial efficiency. On the other side of the equation is the path of increasing income. Contrary to common belief, earning more doesn't always mean working more hours. It means becoming more valuable. For entrepreneurs, this might mean raising prices to reflect real value, refining offers for greater impact, or moving into higher value markets. For professionals, it could mean building new skills, pursuing leadership opportunities, or diversifying income streams. Earning more is about leverage. The same effort, applied more intelligently, can generate significantly greater returns. Practical ways to apply this: increase your rates or prices when demand is strong and your value is proven. Invest in your skills: the higher your expertise, the higher the premium you can command. And explore scalable income streams such as digital products, licensing, or investments, opportunities that generate returns without a proportional increase in effort. Many people fall into the trap of trying to spend less and earn more at the same time. What often happens is they dilute their efforts. They save a little here, hustle a little there, but without clear focus, progress feels slow and scattered. Both levers require discipline, but different kinds. Spending less requires restraint and consistency. Earning more requires courage, creativity, and calculated risk. Instead, choose one lever to prioritize first. If your expenses are out of control, start by plugging the leaks. No amount of new income will help if everything disappears. If you already live lean and have little to cut, shift your focus to income growth. Improve your offers, raise your rates, build new skills, or pursue scalable opportunities. Over time, the real power comes when both levers work together. Efficient spending combined with intentional income growth creates compounding results that accelerate wealth building. Wealth isn't magic. It's built through simple principles applied consistently over time. It doesn't require secrets or shortcuts, just clarity, discipline, and consistency. Real wealth isn't about doing everything at once. It's about choosing a path, staying focused, and letting simple math work in your favor. Before moving forward, a quick note: I'm sharing what I've learned over time through personal experience, reading, and ongoing research into personal finance and investing. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not claiming to be a personal finance expert. My goal is simply to share practical ideas that have helped me better understand money, and that may help you think differently about your own financial journey. The third rule: money must be invested to grow. Most people tend to confuse saving with investing. It's easy to understand why, because both involve setting money aside. But the reasons, and the ways, you save and invest are different. Let's clear that up. Saving refers to setting money aside in a low-risk, low-return environment. This can include traditional or online savings accounts, money market accounts, certificates of deposit, CDs, or even keeping cash outside of a financial institution. Money held in these settings is more liquid than money in most types of investments, meaning you can access it more quickly and easily if needed for emergencies or short-term goals. However, in exchange for carrying less risk than investments, these saving methods also offer lower returns. Investing your money, on the other hand, means buying one of many investment vehicles that carry higher risk, and potentially higher rewards. Investments can include stocks, bonds, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, commodities, real estate, and more. There are many ways to access investments in the United States, including retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA, mutual funds, individual stock trading, and more. Regardless of the type of investment or its specific risk and reward profile, the goal of all investing is the same: to grow your wealth over the long term. Keep in mind that not all investment vehicles carry the same levels of risk and reward. Some, like bonds, may require months or even years to reach maturity. At its core, investing is about putting your money to work for you instead of letting it sit idle in your bank account or under your mattress. And investing comes in many different forms, including the stock market, real estate, and more. One of the most significant challenges savers face is the eroding power of inflation. Over time, the value of money decreases as prices rise, effectively reducing the purchasing power of your savings. While keeping money in a savings account may feel safe, it often fails to keep up with inflation. In contrast, investing in assets that have historically outpaced inflation, such as stocks and real estate, helps protect and even grow your money over time. Compound interest, often described as the magic behind investing, is a force that amplifies the growth of your money over time. Unlike saving, where your funds may earn simple interest, investing allows you to earn returns not only on your initial investment but also on the gains accumulated over the years. This compounding effect can lead to exponential growth, turning relatively modest investments into substantial wealth over the long term. While saving is crucial for short-term needs and emergencies, investing is designed to achieve long-term financial goals. Whether you're planning for retirement, funding your children's education, or building a legacy, investing provides a mechanism to accumulate the resources needed to reach those goals. Saving alone may not generate the returns required to achieve these objectives within your desired timeframe. So where should you put your savings? Investing is simply putting the money you save to work, allowing it to grow your wealth. An investment is anything you acquire for future income or benefit. Investments grow by generating income, such as interest or dividends, or by appreciating in value. The income you earn and the appreciation you gain both contribute to building your wealth. There is an art to choosing how to invest your savings. Good investments make money, bad investments cost money. Do your homework. Gather as much information as you can. Seek advice from licensed or registered professionals when needed. In the United States, states require licensing or registration for brokers, investment advisors, and insurance agents, so check with your state securities regulator before trusting any investment professional. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. What's one investment you're considering right now, or one you wish you had started earlier? Share it in the comments. Your answer might inspire someone else to take their first step toward investing. The fourth rule: control money or it will control you. There is a subtle line between being intentional with your money and using money to soothe deeper feelings of fear, stress, or loss of control. In times of chaos, a difficult season at work, a strained relationship, a move, an illness, it's natural to crave order somewhere. For some people, that means tightening the budget or tracking every purchase. For others, it means doing the opposite. Impulsive shopping or spending more than usual to feel better. Retail therapy, as some call it. Both reactions can provide temporary comfort. They create the illusion that if we manage money tightly enough, we can regain control over the rest of life. But that illusion rarely lasts. We've seen people obsess over small expenses while ignoring the deeper emotional story underneath. We've also seen people spiral into what's sometimes called doom spending, buying things they don't need because it feels like a way to fight anxiety. If you recognize yourself here, you're not alone. Many of us use money as a coping mechanism at some point. But when left unchecked, it can hurt more than it helps, creating debt, stress, and even shame. So what can you do instead? Start by reconnecting with yourself. When you feel the urge to control your money, or spend recklessly, pause and ask, what's really going on? What am I feeling right now? Is it fear, sadness, frustration, or loneliness? Then allow yourself to address the real need. That might mean talking to someone you trust, going for a walk, journaling, or simply sitting with the feeling instead of trying to fix it through your wallet. Managing your finances can feel intimidating, especially when you're just starting. Only about half of U.S. states require personal finance courses before high school graduation, so many people are left to figure things out on their own. Education doesn't end with school, though, and learning personal finance as an adult can be incredibly empowering. Navigating your finances may feel overwhelming at first. You might be dealing with student loan debt, low income, high housing costs, or all of the above. But taking a few key steps can help you feel more in control. The first step in managing your finances is assessing your current financial situation. To better understand where you stand and create a realistic spending plan, ask yourself these questions. What are you earning after taxes? What are your expenses? Is anything unnecessary? How do your expenses compare to what you earn each month? Evaluating your finances helps you determine priorities and set meaningful goals. Setting goals keeps you focused on saving and gives purpose to the dollars you keep, or the luxuries you delay, to make those goals a reality. Some goals take longer than others, which is why it's helpful to set short-term goals as well. Saving only for distant events can feel overwhelming. Short-term goals help you stay motivated and on track. A great example of a short-term goal is paying down a large loan balance or high-interest debt to reduce the impact of compounding interest against you. Make regular, sustainable payments each month, and pay extra when you can afford to. In addition to paying off debt, you'll want to build a financial cushion for emergencies. Life will always bring unexpected expenses, medical bills, a flat tire, an emergency flight home, or something else entirely. An emergency fund prepares you for these situations and helps you handle them without relying on credit cards. Ideally, an emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. But you can start small. Even a few $100s can provide a meaningful safety buffer. A common misconception is that investing is only for wealthy people. But investing is for everyone. And early in your career is a great time to learn how. The goal of investing is to grow your money faster than it would in a typical bank account. Contributing regularly, even in small amounts, can help you build your future. Starting early, even with little, is one of the most powerful financial decisions you can make. Understanding money changes everything. It changes how you earn, how you spend, how you save, and how you invest. The first rule, money flows to structure, not effort, reminds us that working harder isn't enough. You need systems that help your money grow. The second rule, the gap between income and expenses creates wealth, shows that keeping more of what you earn is where wealth begins. The third rule, Money must be invested to grow, teaches that saving protects you, but investing builds your future. And the fourth rule, control money or it will control you, reminds us that discipline and awareness shape long-term financial freedom. These aren't complicated ideas. But applied consistently over time, they can completely transform your financial life. Understanding money isn't about getting rich fast. It's about never being broke again. Start small. Stay consistent. Focus on progress, not perfection. Even small decisions, saving a little more, investing regularly, avoiding unnecessary debt, can create powerful results over time. Now I'd like to hear from you. Which of these rules changed the way you think about money? Or which one are you planning to apply first? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. On my Wealth Guide, we talk about personal finance, investing, and building long-term wealth, in simple and practical ways. You can also check out the previous videos on the channel for more ideas on managing money, growing your income, and building financial discipline. And stay tuned, the next video will dive deeper into another important topic to help you take the next step in your financial journey. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.